to the last Empower hour that you did. Is that pretty much the kind of training you give your people as the first people are the new employees or new employees to get them to upgrade, or is that much more than you would ever give on a webinar? Or do you do webinars for them, specifically for the new people?
No, man. What my stuff is right now, I was so busy with developing the team site and things like that, so I haven't had a chance to do a lot of trainings yet. But we talk a lot. I mean, personal development is one thing that I just hammer. We got recommended reading lists. We got recommended listening for our people. And I mean, marketing is one thing, but it's like, I mean, I've been talking to you guys about this. You know, it's that thing. It's the iceberg thing, right? This is the water. What people see is right here. What they don't see is right here. And it's more probably something like this, right? This is your personal development. This is your marketing. Simple as that. Unless you get this right, you know, you don't get it. Bob Proctor was talking about. You guys know anybody follow Bob Proctor's stuff?
No, but he's the guy from The Secret.
You guys seen this? Anybody? You guys know what this is?
It's a circle.
It's a circle.
It's a Pokeball.
This is me right here. Okay, this is our mind. You think in pictures. We'll think in pictures, yeah? Think about your car. What color is it?
Gray.
2-door, 4-door? It's a van.
It's a minivan.
Think about your house. How does it look? Two-car garage, 3-car garage?
2-car.
Okay. Think about your refrigerator. What color is it? White. So when I ask you that question, what do you see? In a picture of mine, you see your car.
Right.
Yeah. So we think in pictures, right? When I say think of your mind, what comes up?
Yeah.
Much stuff. Brain. Yeah. And your mind is not brain. Your mind is no, you know, I mean, it's fingernail, you know, your mind is movement, right? So this is what Bob Proctor teaches. This is when this is the stuff that when I got this, and it totally makes sense how we change our beliefs. And I was talking about beliefs. So this is your conscious mind, right? And this is your subconscious mind right here. So we have the sensory factors, right? The antennas thing, smell, touch, taste, whatever, all that stuff, right? Information comes through, right? And we filter it through our conscious mind, right? So we make decisions here, but really our life is being controlled by the subconscious mind. So his thing was this, you know, in order for you to change your result, whatever is going on over here, right? This is our body, by the way, you know. And so you will get an idea, you know, I want to make an extra I want to make 15,000 a month, right? You have this idea. This is your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is telling you that it's not possible, okay? So this idea comes through your conscious mind. You say, it's nice, I want it. Your subconscious is going to block it. Because this is your blockage right here. You know, but then your results are going to show. You know, your results are not going to be, because it has to go through your, it has to go like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do you change this right here? Right? So the thing is, the trick is we need to trick our mind to build a picture. And so what you do is you build a picture over here of what you want, right? 15,000 a month. You get crystal clear, and you reinforce it over and over and over and over again. You reinforce it. Psycho-cybernetics talks about it. Professional athletes, before they play the big game, right? They visualize. They see themselves already winning. They did a study on basketball players, like professional basketball players. So they did 3 groups of people. They took 3 different groups of people, and they said, first group of people are going to physically practice shooting free throws, okay, for like, 3 hours a day or something like that. Second group, no practice at all. Third group, they would just practice in their mind. In their mind, they would see every single shot going in perfectly. Every single time. In their mind. No physical practice at all. What they found is that first group, you know, when they put into the test or whatever, first group got whatever, X amount of percentage, right? Second group, the ones that didn't practice at all, they obviously nowhere near as good as these guys, right? But what was fascinating is that these guys who were practicing in their mind, they got almost the same results as these guys who were practicing every single time, okay? So, crystal clear picture, and you got to reinforce it day in, day in, day out. Psycho-cybernetics is all about that. It's building your self-image here, and then impressing onto your subconscious long enough, right? until it gets impressed over here. As soon as it gets impressed over here, man, this stuff, making $15,000 a month is the easiest thing you're gonna learn how to do. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the easiest. You take away everything I have right now, everything, right? You put me in whatever, any country, give me an internet connection, take away my contacts, take away my list, everything, right? Give me 6 months, I'll be at $100,000 a month. Okay? Because for me, like, what I want gets automatically placed here because I was, I impressed it so much on my subconscious. And how do you do this is by repetition.
Okay.
Repetition. Day in, day out. Environment, repetition, reading. 3 things.
Do vision boards kind of fall into that category as well? Just subconscious, like pounding it into your head with the vision board and stuff?
Every single thing that I wanted a 750 BMW when I was broke. You know, I just seen that thing driving around, and I'm like, man, one day I'm going to have that. You know, and I would cut out a picture of it. Every single thing that I wanted, guys, I have it, right? Not because I somehow magically manifested it. I worked for it, but I've seen it, and I believe that it's possible for me. And I still read every single day. So vision board is very useful.
Now, Vic, do you read in the morning? Do you read in the night? What do you find most useful for you?
I usually read in the morning.
Usually, but it's not the same.
It's not all the time. A lot of times, like when
like if it's 11:30 at night and you're tired, don't read before you go to bed.
Well, I found that if I'm tired, I don't absorb as good as when I'm not tired.
Mm-hmm.
Like your mind when you're tired, because sometimes you can be reading, but then you focus, or like you're reading and then all of a sudden you catch yourself kind of being drifting somewhere, and it's like almost you see in a dream or something, and you're like, well, what am I dreaming about? So early in the morning, when family is still sleeping or whatever, just wake up 30 minutes earlier. If you usually wake up at 8 or 7, wake up at 6:30. So you don't have to spend that time during the day. Just 30 minutes a day is what I do. An hour if you can. Like I was the last thing I wanted to do was read. When I was getting started. I mean, when I started to read, my head would hurt. I would get headaches, and I couldn't read. But then I was listening to my mentor, and the guy was. I mean, it seems like everybody who was successful, I was listening to, they're like reading. And so I said, shoot, I'm just gonna do it. And so I just did it, and it was like the barrier. My head would feel like it's about to explode from reading, because I would read for like 5 minutes and I would get this terrible headache. I would just go through it, and then it just went away.